Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my channel USA Old Coins. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of old United States coins. From the shiny Lincoln pennies to rare Jefferson nickels and historic Washington quarters, each coin tells a story about America's past. These coins aren't just currency, they're tiny pieces of history, carrying the art, culture, and milestones of their era. Whether you're a collector, history enthusiast, or just curious about the value hidden in your pocket change, you're in for an exciting journey. Let's explore the stories behind these iconic coins and uncover the treasures that lie in plain sight. Today, let us travel westward in spirit, across wide skies and endless horizons, guided by a single coin that carries the soul of the American frontier within it. The United States of America Washington Quarter Dollar State Montana 2007 is more than just a piece of currency. It is a quiet storyteller, whispering tales of open land, powerful rivers, and a way of life shaped by strength, patience, and freedom. Montana has always been known as Big Sky Country, a place where the land feels larger than life and time seems to move at a different pace. When Montana was chosen for its own state quarter, the goal was not to impress with noise or excess, but to capture the deep, steady character of the state. This coin reflects that philosophy perfectly, honoring Montana's identity with dignity and balance. The reverse design of the Montana quarter immediately draws the eye to its natural beauty. The landscape unfolds gently, featuring sweeping plains, distant mountains, and the Missouri River winding its way through the scene. This river is not just a geographic feature, it is a lifeline that carried explorers, traders, and settlers into the heart of the American West. At the center of the design, the Missouri River flows calmly yet purposefully. It symbolizes movement, discovery, and endurance. Long before roads and railways, this river was a path into the unknown, guiding those who dared to explore beyond the familiar. On the coin, it reminds us that Montana's story is deeply tied to exploration and courage. Rising beyond the river, the mountains stand firm and silent. They represent permanence, strength, and the untamed nature of the land. These mountains have watched generations come and go, shaping lives through harsh winters and breathtaking summers. Their presence on the coin gives it a sense of timelessness. Above the landscape, the words honoring Montana feel earned rather than decorative. Everything about the design feels intentional, calm, and confident, much like the state itself. There is no rush in this image, only quiet power. Turning the coin over, George Washington's portrait brings us back to the nation as a whole. His steady gaze reminds us that Montana's rugged independence exists within the broader American story. The balance between national identity and state pride is one of the greatest strengths of the state quarter program. When the Montana quarter entered circulation in 2007, it joined millions of others moving through everyday life. It passed through hands at gas stations, grocery stores, and small-town shops. Most people never paused to look closely at its design, yet the story was always there, waiting. Collectors, however, did pause. They noticed the clean lines, the peaceful composition, and the way the design captured Montana without exaggeration. This quiet confidence made the coin stand out among many louder designs. Condition plays a critical role in separating ordinary examples from extraordinary ones. A Montana quarter that avoided heavy circulation preserves the fine details of the river, the crisp outlines of the mountains, and the smooth surfaces that frame the scene. Collectors carefully examine these features. The sharpness of the strike, the clarity of the inscriptions, and the absence of wear all contribute to a coin's desirability. In top condition, the design feels alive, as if the landscape itself has been frozen in time. Discovery often comes unexpectedly. A person may be sorting old change, opening a forgotten coin roll, or revisiting a childhood collection when they notice a Montana quarter that looks unusually sharp and clean. In that moment, curiosity turns into excitement. These discoveries connect people to history in a personal way. Suddenly, Montana's wide-open spaces and frontier spirit are not just ideas, but something tangible held between the fingers. The Montana quarter also represents the broader story of the American West. It honors exploration, respect for nature, and the strength required to live in harmony with a powerful landscape. This makes the coin meaningful beyond its metal content. Over time, pristine examples become harder to find. Circulation slowly softens the details, and years of handling take their toll. Coins that remain untouched grow more special with each passing year. Within the numismatic community, high-quality Montana quarters earn admiration not just for rarity, but for the way they embody the state's identity. They are seen as honest coins, faithful to their subject. Professional grading has elevated the finest examples, confirming their preservation and allowing them to be recognized on a national and international level. Once certified, these coins enter a different chapter of their journey. Auction rooms grow quiet when exceptional Montana quarters appear. Each bid reflects respect for craftsmanship, history, and the quiet strength captured in the design. What makes this coin truly fascinating is its humble beginning. It was never meant to be rare or valuable. It was meant to circulate, to be spent without thought. Yet time, care, and chance transformed a few examples into something remarkable. The Washington Quarter Dollar State Montana 2007 stands today as a tribute to open land, enduring rivers, and the frontier spirit that helped shape America. It reminds us that value often grows quietly, shaped by time and attention. Now, as we reach the final moment of this journey, it is time to speak of worth. Exceptional examples of the United States of America Washington Quarter Dollar State Montana 2007 have reached a value of $81,000. If you have this coin or any other interesting piece, comment about your own coins so the channel can provide information about them. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and comment, and don't forget to like the video so more people can discover the hidden stories and remarkable value inside American coins. Let us take a thoughtful journey into the heart of America, guided by a coin that carries speed, ambition, and history within its small silver surface. The United States of America Washington Quarter Dollar State Indiana 2002 may seem like ordinary change at first glance, but in truth, it holds a powerful story of movement, progress, and a state that has always stood at the crossroads of the nation. Indiana has long been known as the crossroads of America, a place where paths meet, ideas travel, and progress never stands still. When Indiana was honored in the 50 State Quarters program, the designers chose to reflect not just geography, but spirit. This coin captures Indiana's identity as a place driven by motion, innovation, and determination. The reverse design of the Indiana quarter immediately commands attention. At its center is a sleek race car, low and fast, cutting across the surface as if frozen mid-motion. This image pays tribute to the Indianapolis 500, one of the most famous motorsport events in the world and a symbol of speed, engineering excellence, and competitive spirit. Behind the race car, a detailed outline of the state of Indiana anchors the design. Crossing through it are intersecting lines representing roads, highways, and railways, reinforcing Indiana's role as a hub of transportation. This layered imagery tells a complete story in a single glance, a state defined by connection and forward movement. Every detail of the design feels intentional. The race car is not decorative, it is symbolic of ambition and precision. The intersecting lines are not abstract, they reflect generations of travel, trade, and opportunity flowing through Indiana. Turning the coin over, the familiar portrait of George Washington provides balance and continuity. His calm, steady presence reminds us that while states have their own identities, they are united within the larger American story. Indiana's progress exists within the enduring framework of the nation. When the Indiana quarter entered circulation in 2002, it quickly became part of daily life. It passed through toll booths, gas stations, diners, and speedways, often without a second glance. Yet even then, it was quietly carrying Indiana's story into countless hands. Collectors noticed something special about this coin early on. The dynamic design, unusual for a quarter, stood out among more traditional imagery. The sense of motion captured in metal made it memorable and exciting. Condition plays a crucial role in the story of this coin. An Indiana quarter that avoided heavy circulation retains sharp lines on the race car, crisp intersections of the roads, and smooth, reflective fields. These details bring the design to life. Collectors study these features closely. The clarity of the inscriptions, the depth of the engraving, and the strength of the strike all determine whether a coin remains common or becomes extraordinary. Sometimes, discovery happens when least expected. A person sorting through old change, opening a forgotten roll, or revisiting a childhood collection may suddenly notice an Indiana quarter that looks unusually clean and sharp. In that moment, curiosity turns into excitement. That excitement comes from connection. The coin suddenly feels larger than itself, linking the holder to roaring engines, packed grandstands, and a state that thrives on motion and innovation. The Indiana quarter represents more than racing. It reflects the idea of movement in all forms: people traveling, goods moving, and ideas spreading. It honors Indiana's role in helping America move forward. Over time, pristine examples of this coin become harder to find. Circulation dulls surfaces, softens details, and slowly erases the crisp energy of the original design. Coins that escape this fate grow increasingly important. Within the numismatic community, high-grade Indiana quarters earn respect for both design and condition. They are admired not just for scarcity, but for how clearly they express the state's identity. Professional grading has elevated the finest examples, preserving them as historical and artistic artifacts. Once certified, these coins are recognized as exceptional survivors of everyday use. Auction rooms take on a quiet intensity when top-quality Indiana quarters appear. Each bid reflects appreciation for history, craftsmanship, and the story of a state built on connection and speed. What makes this coin especially fascinating is its humble beginning. It was created to circulate, to be spent, to fade into routine. Yet time and care transformed a small number into objects of admiration and value. The Washington Quarter Dollar State Indiana 2002 stands today as a tribute to motion, ambition, and the American drive to move forward. It reminds us that progress often leaves its mark in unexpected places. Coins like this teach us to look closer. What seems ordinary may carry extraordinary meaning. Waiting patiently for someone to notice. As we reach the final moment of this journey, it is time to speak of worth. Exceptional examples of the United States of America Washington Quarter Dollar State Indiana 2002 have reached a value of $90,000. If you have this coin or any other interesting piece, comment about your own coins so the channel can provide information about them. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and comment, and don't forget to like the video so more people can discover the hidden stories and remarkable value inside American coins. Let us step back into a turning point of American history, guided by a coin that captures the moment when machines, ambition, and human perseverance reshaped a nation. The United States of America Washington Quarter Dollar State Lowell 2019 is not just a modern coin. It is a tribute to the birthplace of the American Industrial Revolution, a place where water, iron, and human vision changed the course of everyday life forever. Lowell, Massachusetts, was once a quiet riverside area, but history transformed it into a powerhouse of innovation. When factories rose along the canals of the Merrimack River, America entered a new age. This quarter was created to honor that transformation, preserving in metal the story of how industry, labor, and progress came together. The reverse design of the Lowell quarter immediately feels different from many other coins. Instead of mountains or monuments, we see factory buildings, canal gates, and strong industrial forms. These are not symbols of beauty in the traditional sense, yet they carry a powerful kind of elegance rooted in purpose and productivity. The canals shown on the coin represent controlled power. Water once flowed freely, but in Lowell it was harnessed, guided, and transformed into energy that drove looms and machines. This image reminds us that progress often begins with understanding nature and working alongside it. The factory structures stand solid and enduring. They symbolize discipline, organization, and the rise of mass production. Within those walls, thousands of workers helped shape the modern American economy, one shift at a time. What makes this design especially meaningful is its honesty. It does not romanticize labor. It acknowledges effort, routine, and the discipline required to build something lasting. This gives the coin emotional depth and historical weight. Turning the coin over, George Washington's familiar portrait creates a powerful contrast. His image represents the nation's founding ideals, while the reverse shows how those ideals evolved into industry, growth, and opportunity. Together, they tell a complete American story. When the Lowell quarter entered circulation in 2019, it became part of everyday transactions in a digital age. In a world of cards and screens, this coin quietly carried a reminder of the physical labor that once powered the nation. Many people spent it without a second thought, yet collectors paused. They noticed the bold lines, the structured composition, and the seriousness of the design. It stood apart from softer, more scenic coins. Condition plays a major role in this coin's appeal. A Lowell quarter that escaped heavy circulation preserves sharp architectural lines, clean canal details, and smooth surfaces that reflect light evenly. Collectors examine these coins carefully. The precision of the strike, the clarity of the industrial features, and the absence of wear determine whether a coin is ordinary or exceptional. Discovery often comes as a surprise. Someone checking recent change, opening a bankroll, or saving modern quarters may suddenly notice a Lowell coin that looks untouched and strikingly sharp. That moment of realization connects the present to the past. A modern hand holds a symbol of 19th century innovation, bridging centuries through a single object. The Lowell quarter represents more than a place. It represents transformation. It honors the moment when America shifted from handmade goods to mechanized production, changing how people lived and worked. Over time, pristine examples of this coin become less common. Even modern coins face wear, scratches, and fading details. Those that remain in top condition stand out more with each passing year. Within the collecting community, high-grade Lowell quarters are admired for their strong theme and meaningful design. They are appreciated not only for condition, but for the story they tell. Professional grading has helped identify the finest examples, preserving them as historical artifacts of modern coinage. Once certified, these coins gain recognition and respect. Auction interest grows when exceptional Lowell quarters appear. Collectors recognize that industrial history is just as important as military or political history, and this coin captures it perfectly. What makes the Lowell quarter truly fascinating is its relevance. It reminds us that the world we live in today, shaped by factories and systems, began in places just like Lowell, the Washington $quarter state Lowell 2019 stands as a tribute to work, innovation, and the courage to build something new. It teaches us that progress is often forged through effort and persistence. Coins like this encourage us to look closely at everyday objects. Even modern change can carry deep meaning, waiting quietly to be noticed. Now, as we reach the final moment of this journey, it is time to speak of worth. Exceptional examples of the United States of America Washington $quarter state Lowell 2019 have reached a value of $34,000. If you have this coin or any other interesting piece, comment about your own coins so the channel can provide information about them. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and comment. And don't forget to like the video so more people can discover the hidden stories and remarkable value inside American coins. Let us slow down and step into a quieter, older chapter of American history, guided by a single coin that carries centuries of tradition within its small surface. The United States of America Washington $quarter state Connecticut 1999 may look simple at first glance, but its story reaches deep into the roots of the nation, where craftsmanship, patience, and stability shaped the American character. Connecticut is often called the Constitution State, a place where early ideas of self-governance, law, and order began to take form. When Connecticut was chosen as part of the 50 State Quarters program, the goal was not to overwhelm with grandeur, but to reflect something enduring, something that had stood the test of time. The reverse design of the Connecticut quarter centers on a single, powerful symbol, the charter oak. This tree is not famous for its height or beauty alone, but for what it protected. In its hollow trunk, early Americans hid the royal charter that guaranteed their rights, defying authority to preserve self-rule. On the coin, the charter oak spreads its branches calmly and confidently. Its trunk appears thick and grounded, symbolizing strength, resilience, and patience. This is not a dramatic image, yet it carries enormous meaning, reminding us that freedom is sometimes preserved quietly rather than fought for loudly. The leaves and branches are engraved with care, giving the tree a living presence. Each line suggests growth through time, seasons passing, generations changing, while the core remains strong. This sense of permanence gives the coin its emotional weight. There is no crowd, no battle, no movement in the design, and that is precisely its power. The Connecticut quarter tells a story of protection, foresight, and wisdom, values that helped shape the foundation of the United States. Turning the coin over, the familiar portrait of George Washington creates a perfect balance. His image represents leadership and independence, while the charter oak represents the quiet defense of liberty. Together, they tell a complete American story. When this quarter entered circulation in 1999, it became part of everyday life. It passed through hands at markets, banks, and homes, often without anyone noticing the story engraved upon it. Collectors, however, noticed immediately. The simplicity of the design, combined with its deep historical meaning, set the Connecticut quarter apart. It felt thoughtful, respectful, and timeless. Condition plays a vital role in determining this coin's importance. A Connecticut quarter that avoided heavy circulation preserves the fine details of the bark, the sharpness of the leaves, and the smooth open fields around the tree. Collectors examine these features closely. The clarity of the engraving, the strength of the strike, and the absence of wear transform an ordinary coin into something truly special. Discovery often happens unexpectedly. Someone sorting old change, opening a forgotten roll, or examining a family collection may suddenly notice a Connecticut quarter that looks unusually sharp and well-preserved. In that moment, the coin becomes more than metal. It becomes a connection to colonial nights, hidden charters, and brave decisions made in silence. The Connecticut quarter represents an important lesson in American history. freedom is not always secured through noise or force. Sometimes it is protected through wisdom, secrecy, and courage behind closed doors. As time passes, pristine examples of this coin become harder to find. Circulation softens the details, and years of handling slowly wear away the sharp lines that give the design its power. Within the numismatic community, high-quality Connecticut quarters are respected for their symbolism and preservation. They are admired not just for rarity, but for the story they carry. Professional grading has helped identify the finest surviving examples, preserving them as historical artifacts. Once certified, these coins are recognized as exceptional survivors of everyday use. Auction rooms grow quiet when top-grade Connecticut quarters appear. Each bid reflects appreciation for history, craftsmanship, and the values the coin represents. What makes this coin truly fascinating is its humble beginning. It was never meant to be rare or valuable. It was meant to circulate freely, yet time and care transformed a few examples into remarkable treasures. The Washington $quarter State Connecticut 1999 stands today as a tribute to quiet strength, thoughtful resistance, and the protection of liberty. It reminds us that the foundations of freedom are often built quietly, but they endure. Coins like this teach us to look closer at everyday objects. History often hides in plain sight, waiting for someone to notice. Now, as we reach the final moment of this journey, it is time to speak of worth. Exceptional examples of the United States of America Washington $quarter State Connecticut 1999 have reached a value of $110,000. If you have this coin or any other interesting piece, comment about your own coins so the channel can provide information about them. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and comment. And don't forget to like the video so more people can discover the hidden stories and remarkable value inside American coins. Let us journey into the heart of America's farmlands and traditions, guided by a coin that carries the rhythm of rural life and the pride of honest work within its shining surface. The United States of America Washington $quarter State Wisconsin 2004 may seem simple at first glance, yet it tells a deeply American story of land, labor, and legacy that has shaped generations. Wisconsin is known as America's Dairyland, a place where rolling fields stretch toward the horizon and early mornings begin with purpose. When Wisconsin was honored in the State Quarters program, the designers chose to reflect the soul of the state, not through monuments or cities, but through the everyday symbols that define its people and their way of life. The reverse design of the Wisconsin quarter is both humble and powerful. At its center stands a proud cow, calm and steady, representing the dairy industry that has long been the backbone of the state's economy. This is not just an animal, it is a symbol of nourishment, patience, and consistency. Beside the cow rests a wheel of cheese, instantly recognizable and deeply meaningful. Wisconsin cheese is more than a product, it is a tradition passed down through generations, shaped by skill, care, and time. On the coin, the cheese represents craftsmanship and pride in quality. Completing the scene is an ear of corn, standing tall and full. Corn represents agriculture, abundance, and the connection between land and people. Together, these three elements create a balanced portrait of Wisconsin's identity, grounded in hard work and respect for nature. The beauty of this design lies in its honesty. There is no exaggeration, no drama, only quiet confidence. The coin celebrates everyday effort, reminding us that the nation is built not only by leaders in battles, but by farmers, workers, and families. Turning the coin over, George Washington's familiar portrait brings a sense of unity. His presence reminds us that Wisconsin's agricultural strength is part of the larger American story, supporting the nation from its fields and farms. When the Wisconsin quarter entered circulation in 2004, it quickly blended into daily life. It passed through grocery stores, rural markets, and kitchen tables, often unnoticed, even as it carried a meaningful story in plain sight. Collectors, however, noticed the design immediately. Its clarity, balance, and symbolism stood out among many state quarters. It felt authentic, rooted in real life rather than abstraction. Condition plays a crucial role in this coin's journey. A Wisconsin quarter that avoided heavy circulation preserves the sharp lines of the cow, the textured details of the corn, and the smooth curves of the cheese. Collectors study these features carefully. The strength of the strike, the clarity of the inscriptions, and the absence of wear determine whether a coin remains common or becomes extraordinary. Discovery often happens by surprise. Someone sorting old change, opening a forgotten roll, or examining a family collection may suddenly find a Wisconsin quarter that looks unusually crisp and untouched. In that moment, the coin becomes more than currency. It becomes a connection to early mornings on farms, steady routines, and generations who worked the land with pride. The Wisconsin quarter represents a broader American value, respect for honest labor. It honors the idea that consistency, patience, and care create lasting strength. As years pass, pristine examples become increasingly rare. Circulation dulls details and softens edges, making untouched coins stand out more with time. Within the numismatic community, high-grade Wisconsin quarters earn admiration for both their condition and their meaningful design. They are appreciated not only for scarcity, but for what they represent. Professional grading has helped preserve the finest examples, recognizing them as exceptional survivors of everyday use. Once certified, these coins gain recognition and respect. Auction rooms grow attentive when top-quality Wisconsin quarters appear. Each bid reflects appreciation for craftsmanship, history, and the quiet dignity captured in the design. What makes this coin especially fascinating is its humble origin. It was created to circulate, to be spent without thought, yet time and care transformed a few into remarkable pieces. The Washington Quarter Dollar State Wisconsin 2004 stands today as a tribute to agriculture, tradition, and the steady heartbeat of America's heartland. It reminds us that value often grows slowly, shaped by dedication and time. Coins like this teach us to look closer at what we hold. Even the simplest designs can carry powerful stories, waiting patiently to be noticed. Now, as we reach the final moment of this journey, it is time to speak of worth. Exceptional examples of the United States of America Washington Quarter Dollar State Wisconsin 2004 have reached a value of $80,000. If you have this coin or any other interesting piece, comment about your own coins so the channel can provide information about them. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and comment. And don't forget to like the video so more people can discover the hidden stories and remarkable value inside American coins. Let us journey into the world of art, literature, and history, captured in the subtle elegance of a single coin. This is the United States of America Washington Quarter Dollar from the year 2022, honoring the legendary Maya Angelou. At first glance, it may appear as ordinary currency, a small piece of metal exchanged daily, yet within its design lies a story of resilience, creativity, and cultural significance that transcends generations. This coin is far more than its monetary value. It is a celebration of one of the most iconic voices of American literature and activism. The Maya Angelou quarter was minted as part of the American Women Quarters program, a landmark initiative aimed at honoring the contributions of remarkable women throughout the history of the United States. By recognizing Maya Angelou, the Mint pays tribute to her enduring legacy as a poet, memoirist, singer, dancer, and civil rights activist. Her life and work symbolize courage, intellect, and the pursuit of justice, making her the perfect subject for a coin designed to educate, inspire, and celebrate achievement. In the obverse of the coin, we are greeted by the familiar portrait of George Washington. His presence continues to provide continuity across American coinage, symbolizing the nation's founding ideals, leadership, and perseverance. Washington's image serves as a grounding point, linking the pioneering contributions of the country's first president to the extraordinary achievements of women like Maya Angelou. His composed and dignified expression reminds us that the American story is built upon both historical foundations and the remarkable individuals who continue to shape its trajectory. The reverse design is where the magic of this coin truly comes alive. It features a detailed portrait of Maya Angelou, capturing her poise, strength, and grace. The artist has skillfully conveyed her warmth and intellect, reflecting both her public persona and private resilience. Accompanying the portrait are symbolic elements that hint at her multifaceted career, an open book representing literature and knowledge, and subtle motifs that evoke music, performance, and the arts. The design is a visual tribute, encapsulating her many contributions in a single, elegant composition. Maya Angelou's life story is extraordinary. Born in 1928, she overcame immense challenges including racial discrimination and personal hardship, transforming her experiences into profound literary and artistic achievements. She became a global icon through her poetry, essays, autobiographies, and public speaking, using her voice to challenge injustice and inspire generations. The coin honors not only her creative genius but also her unwavering commitment to equality, education, and human dignity. When the Maya Angelou quarter entered circulation in 2022, it carried more than monetary value. It became a small but powerful ambassador of culture, history, and inspiration. Many may have seen it simply as change, yet for collectors, educators, and admirers of Angelou's work, it serves as a tangible connection to a legacy that shaped American literature and society. Holding the coin is like holding a miniature monument to courage, intellect, and artistry. Collectors quickly recognized the appeal of the Maya Angelou quarter. Coins that honor influential individuals often resonate deeply because they combine visual beauty with cultural and historical significance. Angelou's image and symbolism elevate this coin, making it both a numismatic treasure and a source of inspiration. It appeals not only to coin collectors but also to literary enthusiasts, students, and anyone who values the enduring impact of remarkable individuals. Condition plays a critical role in determining the coin's value. In uncirculated or proof condition, the details of Angelou's portrait, the subtle design elements, and the fine textures are sharply defined, bringing the composition to life. Original luster enhances contrast and depth, allowing collectors to appreciate the skill and artistry that went into the design. Coins preserved in this state are highly prized, offering both aesthetic pleasure and historical significance. Although millions of Maya Angelou quarters were minted, only a small number have survived in pristine condition. Circulation leads to wear and loss of fine detail, reducing visual impact and collectability. Those that remain uncirculated stand out as exceptional examples, capable of conveying the full artistic and symbolic intent envisioned by the mint. Over time, the American Women Quarters program has established itself as a milestone in numismatic history. Coins like the Maya Angelou quarter transcend currency, functioning as artifacts that celebrate the contributions of women across generations. They serve as educational tools, aesthetic objects, and miniature monuments to achievement, encouraging reflection on the values and accomplishments that shape our society. For history enthusiasts and educators, the Maya Angelou quarter offers an entry point into the exploration of her life and impact. It sparks curiosity about her literary works, her activism during the civil rights movement, and her influence on culture, education, and social justice. The coin serves as both a collectible and a tool for learning, bridging numismatics and cultural history. For investors, the Maya Angelou quarter represents a combination of rarity in top condition, cultural significance, and aesthetic appeal. Coins that retain crisp details, original luster, and uncirculated status are especially valuable, offering both long-term collectability and a tangible connection to a significant figure in American history. Emotion is central to the coin's appeal. The portrayal of Angelou evokes admiration, inspiration, and reflection. Her life story encourages viewers to consider resilience, creativity, and the pursuit of justice. It demonstrates that even small objects can carry profound meaning, bridging the gap between ordinary daily life and extraordinary historical achievement. As more collectors, educators, and enthusiasts encounter the Maya Angelou quarter, its appreciation continues to grow. What might once have been overlooked as simple currency now serves as a miniature monument, carrying the story of a legendary figure and her contributions wherever it travels. Holding this coin today is like holding a fragment of history and culture in the palm of your hand. The portrait of Maya Angelou, the intricate design elements, and the symbolism combine to create a tangible connection to a life defined by courage, creativity, and service. It allows collectors to engage with history and inspiration on a personal level. The coin demonstrates that value in numismatics is multidimensional. Its significance resides not only in rarity or mint figures but in narrative depth, artistic execution, and emotional resonance. The Maya Angelou quarter embodies all these qualities, offering a meaningful and inspiring addition to any collection. It emphasizes the importance of symbolism in coin design. The portrait, open book, and artistic motifs communicate Angelou's identity, achievements, and legacy, demonstrating the power of coins to tell stories and honor human accomplishment in a tangible form. Over the years, the Maya Angelou quarter will continue to be celebrated not only for its design but for what it represents: the enduring impact of a woman whose voice shaped literature, culture, and society. Its presence in collections ensures that her contributions are remembered, appreciated, and shared with future generations. This coin invites contemplation of the human capacity for creativity, resilience, and inspiration. By immortalizing Maya Angelou on a quarter, the United States Mint has provided collectors with a small but powerful reminder of how one individual's life can shape thought, culture, and social progress. It also encourages collectors to consider the broader context of coin design. Every element, the portrait, the symbols, the composition, carries intentional meaning, illustrating how coins can communicate history, identity, and values across time. Now, as we reach the culmination of this journey into numismatic artistry and cultural celebration, we arrive at the moment every collector anticipates. For exceptional examples of the United States of America Washington quarter dollar honoring Maya Angelou from 2022, the value can reach $18,000. If you have this coin or any other coin you are curious about, comment below and share your collection so the channel can help you learn more about them. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more storytelling journeys into remarkable coins, and don't forget to like this video so more collectors can discover the hidden history waiting quietly in their own change. Let us step back into the momentous winter of 1776, a time of daring, courage, and a nation on the brink of defining itself. Encapsulated in the metal of a single coin, the United States of America Washington quarter dollar from the year 2021 commemorates one of the most iconic moments in American history: George Washington crossing the Delaware River. At first glance, it may seem like any other quarter, small and commonplace, but within its design lies a powerful story of leadership, determination, and the spirit of a fledgling nation that continues to inspire generations. The Crossing the Delaware quarter was minted as part of the American Women Quarters and Special Commemorative Initiatives, programs designed to honor pivotal people, places, and events that have shaped American history and culture. This coin uniquely blends the celebration of Washington's strategic brilliance with the visual storytelling power of numismatics. It captures not only a historical moment but also the symbolism of resilience, courage, and the commitment to liberty that defines the American ethos. On the obverse, we are greeted by the familiar portrait of George Washington, calm, steadfast, and dignified. His presence anchors the coin in the foundational ideals of the United States, linking the heroic narrative depicted on the reverse with the enduring vision and leadership that guided the nation's earliest days. Washington's composed expression conveys a sense of determination and focus, reminding us that behind every pivotal historical event stands a person whose vision shapes the course of history. The reverse design brings to life the dramatic scene of the Delaware River crossing. Washington stands resolute at the helm of a small boat braving icy waters, leading a determined force of soldiers against overwhelming odds. The depiction captures movement, tension, and the harsh winter conditions, emphasizing the courage and resolve required for this daring maneuver. The artistry communicates not only a historical event but also the timeless qualities of leadership, strategy, and the unyielding pursuit of freedom. This coin commemorates an event that changed the trajectory of the Revolutionary War. On the night of December 25, 1776, Washington led his troops across the icy Delaware River to launch a surprise attack against Hessian forces in Trenton, New Jersey. The operation was perilous. Freezing temperatures, strong currents, and the threat of discovery posed enormous challenges. Yet, through meticulous planning, courage, and determination, the mission succeeded, delivering a crucial victory that reinvigorated the revolutionary cause and inspired hope across the colonies. When the crossing the Delaware Quarter entered circulation in 2021, it carried more than its monetary value. It became a tangible connection to one of the most celebrated moments in American history. Many may have overlooked its significance, seeing it only as a coin for everyday use. However, for collectors, historians, and patriots, it serves as a miniature monument to leadership, strategy, and the enduring ideals of liberty and perseverance. Collectors quickly recognized the appeal of the coin. Coins commemorating pivotal historical events resonate deeply because they combine artistic beauty with profound historical meaning. The depiction of Washington crossing the Delaware speaks to national pride, military strategy, and the human capacity for courage under extreme adversity. It is more than currency, it is a portable narrative of heroism and resilience. Condition is a critical factor in the coin's collectability and value. In uncirculated examples, the details of the ice, water, boat, soldiers, and Washington himself are sharply defined, creating depth and movement in the composition. Original mint luster enhances the overall visual impact, bringing the historical scene to life. Coins in this state are highly prized by collectors, offering both aesthetic satisfaction and a tangible connection to one of history's defining moments. Although millions of these quarters were minted, only a small percentage have survived in pristine condition. Circulation inevitably diminishes detail, softens relief, and reduces visual impact. Coins that remain uncirculated stand out as exceptional examples, preserving the artistry and narrative as intended by the mint. Over time, the crossing the Delaware Quarter has transcended its role as currency. It has become an artifact of national memory, reflecting both the story of a critical moment in the Revolutionary War and the broader narrative of American ideals. It serves as a reminder that history is not abstract but lived and experienced, and that the bravery and vision of individuals like Washington continue to shape the present. For history enthusiasts, this coin offers an entry point into the study of the Revolutionary War. It encourages exploration of military strategy, colonial resilience, and the personal qualities that define effective leadership. The coin is a miniature classroom, inviting reflection on courage, risk-taking, and the pursuit of freedom against daunting challenges. For investors, the crossing the Delaware Quarter represents a combination of historical significance, aesthetic appeal, and scarcity in high-grade condition. Coins that retain sharp detail and original luster are especially valuable, offering both long-term collectability and a tangible link to a pivotal chapter in American history. Emotion plays a central role in the coin's appeal. The depiction of Washington leading his troops through icy waters evokes admiration, inspiration, and reflection. It communicates the timeless values of perseverance, leadership, and the importance of daring to act decisively in critical moments. Even a small coin can carry immense meaning, bridging daily life and historical awareness. As collectors, educators, and enthusiasts encounter the Crossing the Delaware Quarter through exhibits, videos, and discussions, its recognition continues to grow. What was once simply everyday currency now serves as a miniature monument, preserving the memory of an event that defined the trajectory of the American nation. Holding the coin today is like holding a fragment of history in your hand. The boat, the ice, the determined figures, and Washington's resolute posture combine to create a tangible connection to a moment of extraordinary courage and strategic brilliance. It allows collectors to feel a personal connection to a defining historical narrative. The coin demonstrates that value in numismatics is multifaceted. Its significance lies not only in rarity or mint figures but also in narrative depth, artistic execution, and emotional resonance. The Crossing the Delaware Quarter embodies these qualities, offering both a meaningful collectible and a historical keepsake. It emphasizes the importance of symbolism in coin design. Every element, the icy river, the boat, the soldiers, and Washington, carries intentional meaning, illustrating how coins can communicate stories, history, and values across time. The coin is a miniature storyteller, preserving memory in metal. Over the years, the Crossing the Delaware Quarter has become celebrated not only for its design but for the story it represents, the courage, leadership, and vision of George Washington and the enduring ideals of liberty and perseverance. Its presence in collections ensures that the legacy of this pivotal historical moment continues to inspire and educate. Now, as we reach the culmination of this historical exploration, we arrive at the moment every collector anticipates. For exceptional examples of the United States of America Washington Quarter Dollar commemorating Crossing the Delaware from 2021, the value can reach $20,000. If you have this coin or any other coin you are curious about, comment below and share your collection so the channel can help you learn more about them. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more storytelling journeys into remarkable coins, and don't forget to like this video so more collectors can discover the hidden history waiting quietly in their own change. Let us embark on a journey through history, culture, and the power of civic participation, captured in the subtle yet powerful artistry of a single coin. This is the United States of America Washington Quarter Dollar from the year 2022, commemorating the theme Vote para la Mujer, honoring the struggle, achievement, and ongoing impact of women's suffrage. At first glance, it may appear as ordinary currency, small and often overlooked in wallets, purses, or coin jars. Yet within this coin lies a narrative of courage, determination, and social progress, connecting the ideals of democracy with the tireless efforts of women who fought for equality and the right to vote. The Vote para la Mujer Quarter was minted as part of the American Women Quarters program, an initiative designed to celebrate the achievements of remarkable women in U.S. history. This coin stands out as it commemorates not just one individual but a collective struggle, honoring the countless women whose perseverance and activism paved the way for political and social rights. By immortalizing this milestone on a quarter, the United States Mint offers both a tangible connection to history and an inspiration for future generations. The obverse of the coin, the familiar portrait of George Washington greets the holder, calm, dignified, and symbolic of the nation's founding principles. Washington's image bridges the past and present, linking the efforts of early American leaders with the subsequent generations of citizens who fought to expand liberty and justice. His composed presence reminds us that democracy is built on both leadership and participation, and that civic engagement is essential to sustaining the values upon which the nation was founded. The reverse design is where the coin's significance becomes visually apparent. It features an emblematic depiction celebrating women's suffrage and the right to vote. The design includes symbolic imagery representing empowerment, equality, and progress. Through careful composition, the coin communicates the struggle and triumph of women across generations, honoring the resilience, leadership, and determination that secured the right to participate fully in democracy. The artistry captures motion and purpose, reminding viewers that every act of civic engagement is part of a larger story of progress and justice. The history commemorated by this coin is profound. Women's suffrage in the United States was the result of decades of activism, beginning in the mid-19th century and culminating in the ratification of the 19th Amendment in 1920. Countless women organized, protested, educated, and lobbied tirelessly, overcoming societal resistance and legal barriers to secure the right to vote. By the time of the amendment's passage, millions of women were empowered to participate in shaping the future of the nation. When the Vote para la Mujer quarter entered circulation in 2022, it became more than just currency. It became a tribute to those who fought for equality and a reminder of the ongoing importance of civic participation. Many may see it simply as a coin, yet for collectors, historians, educators, and advocates of social justice, it serves as a tangible connection to a pivotal chapter in American history and a celebration of the enduring power of civic action. Collectors quickly recognized the appeal of the coin. Coins that commemorate social and cultural milestones often carry deep resonance because they combine aesthetic appeal with meaningful historical narratives. The Vote para la Mujer quarter accomplishes this brilliantly, offering both artistic beauty and symbolic depth. It appeals not only to numismatists but also to educators, students, and anyone invested in the history of civil rights, women's empowerment, and civic engagement. Condition plays a critical role in determining the value and collectability of this coin. In uncirculated or proof condition, the details of the design, whether symbolic figures, emblematic motifs, or inscriptions, are crisp and sharply defined. Original mint luster enhances contrast and visual impact, allowing collectors to fully appreciate the craftsmanship and meaning embedded in the design. Coins preserved in this state are highly prized, representing both a reward for careful stewardship and a tangible connection to history. Although millions of Vote para la Mujer quarters were minted, only a small percentage have survived in pristine condition. Daily use naturally results in wear, softening details, and diminishing visual and numismatic appeal. Coins that remain uncirculated or in mint condition are rare, standing out as exceptional examples that convey the full artistic and symbolic intent envisioned by the mint over time. Coins like the Vote para la Mujer quarter transcend their role as currency. They function as artifacts of national heritage, reflecting milestones in social justice, equality, and civic participation. They serve as educational tools, artistic objects, and miniature monuments, encouraging reflection on the achievements, struggles, and values that continue to shape American society. For history enthusiasts, this coin provides an entry point into the story of women's suffrage. It encourages exploration of the early activists, key organizations, landmark events, and legislative victories that secured voting rights. It also sparks reflection on the ongoing efforts required to ensure that democracy remains inclusive and responsive to all citizens. For investors, the Vote para la Mujer quarter represents a combination of historical significance, aesthetic appeal, and scarcity in high-grade condition. Coins that retain crisp detail and original luster are particularly desirable, offering both a rewarding collectible experience and a tangible connection to a critical chapter in American social history. Emotion plays a central role in the coin's appeal. The depiction of women's empowerment, suffrage, and participation evokes admiration, inspiration, and reflection. It communicates that even small objects can carry profound significance, serving as reminders of courage, persistence, and the impact of collective action. As more collectors, educators, and enthusiasts encounter the coin through exhibits, videos, and discussions, its recognition and appreciation continue to grow. What may have been overlooked as ordinary currency is now celebrated as a miniature monument, carrying the story of struggle, triumph, and ongoing civic engagement wherever it travels. Holding the coin today is like holding a fragment of history. The intricate design, symbolic imagery, and meaningful narrative provide a tangible connection to the women whose activism transformed society. It allows collectors to feel a sense of proximity to their courage, leadership, and enduring legacy. This coin demonstrates that value in numismatics is multidimensional. Its significance resides not only in rarity or condition but also in the depth of its narrative, the quality of artistic execution, and its emotional resonance. The Vote para la Mujer quarter embodies all these qualities, offering a meaningful addition to any collection. It highlights the importance of symbolism in coin design. The figures, motifs, and inscriptions communicate stories of courage, equality, and progress, demonstrating the capacity of coins to educate, inspire, and preserve collective memory in a tangible form. Now, as we reach the culmination of this exploration, we arrive at the moment collectors eagerly anticipate. For exceptional examples of the United States of America Washington quarter dollar honoring Vote para la Mujer from 2022, the value can reach $16,000. If you have this coin or any other coin you are curious about, comment below and share your collection so the channel can help you learn more about them. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more storytelling journeys into remarkable coins, and don't forget to like this video so more collectors can discover the hidden history waiting quietly in their own change. Let us embark on a journey to the stars and into the pioneering spirit of one of America's most extraordinary trailblazers. This is the United States of America Washington quarter dollar from the year 2022, honoring Dr. Sally Ride, the first American woman to journey into space. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary quarter, a small piece of currency exchanged daily, yet within this coin lies a story of courage, curiosity, and groundbreaking achievement that transcends generations. This coin is far more than its monetary value. It is a celebration of human ambition, scientific discovery, and the remarkable life of a woman who inspired millions. The Dr. Sally Ride quarter was minted as part of the American Women Quarters program, an initiative designed to honor the contributions of remarkable women throughout United States history. Dr. Ride's inclusion in this series highlights her significance as a pioneer in science, education, and space exploration. By commemorating her on a coin, the United States Mint provides collectors, educators, and the public with a tangible connection to a legacy of innovation, courage, and advocacy for STEM education. The obverse of the coin, we are greeted by the familiar portrait of George Washington, calm, resolute, and timeless. His presence on the coin serves as a symbolic bridge between the founding ideals of the nation and the modern achievements of its citizens. Washington's image conveys leadership, vision, and determination, linking the accomplishments of early American pioneers to those of trailblazers like Dr. Sally Ride. It reminds us that progress is built upon both the foundation of history and the courage of individuals who dare to explore the unknown. The reverse design brings to life Dr. Ride's monumental achievements. It features a depiction of her in her astronaut suit, poised with a spacecraft or symbolic imagery of orbit and discovery. The design captures movement, ambition, and the expansive frontier of space, highlighting both her historic journey aboard the Challenger and her ongoing influence in promoting science and education. The artistry communicates not only the technical achievement of spaceflight but also the human qualities of curiosity, courage, and perseverance that define pioneers like Dr. Ride. Dr. Sally Ride's life story is extraordinary. Born in 1951, she demonstrated exceptional intelligence, determination, and passion from a young age. After earning a doctorate in physics, she was selected by NASA as an astronaut in 1978. In 1983, she made history aboard the Space Shuttle Challenger as the first American woman to travel into space. Her flight shattered barriers, inspired countless young women to pursue careers in science and technology, and highlighted the importance of representation in fields traditionally dominated by men. When the Dr. Sally Ride Quarter entered circulation in 2022, it became more than a medium of exchange, it became a tribute to scientific achievement and human perseverance. Many may have overlooked the coin's significance, seeing it simply as change. However, for collectors, educators, and admirers of Dr. Ride's legacy, the coin serves as a miniature monument to the power of curiosity, determination, and the pursuit of knowledge. Holding the coin is like holding a piece of space history in the palm of your hand. Collectors quickly recognized the appeal of the coin. Coins that commemorate influential individuals often carry deep resonance because they combine aesthetic beauty with cultural and historical significance. The Dr. Sally Ride Quarter is no exception. It appeals not only to numismatists but also to educators, students, science enthusiasts, and anyone inspired by the courage to explore the unknown. Its design makes it both a collectible and a source of inspiration. Although millions of Dr. Sally Ride quarters were minted, only a small percentage have survived in pristine condition. Circulation naturally erodes fine details, diminishes luster, and reduces visual appeal. Those that remain uncirculated stand out as exceptional examples, allowing collectors to experience the full impact of the design and the significance of the achievement it commemorates. Over time, the Dr. Sally Ride Quarter has become more than just currency. It is an artifact of national and cultural heritage, reflecting not only her historic spaceflight but also her advocacy for science education and women in STEM. It serves as an educational tool, an artistic object, and a miniature monument, encouraging reflection on ambition, courage, and the pursuit of knowledge. For history and science enthusiasts, this coin provides an entry point into Dr. Ride's life and career. It encourages exploration of the Space Shuttle program, the technical challenges of spaceflight, and the broader context of women breaking barriers in science and technology. The coin serves as both a collectible and a teaching tool, bridging numismatics and scientific history. For investors, the Dr. Sally Ride Quarter represents a combination of aesthetic appeal, historical significance, and scarcity in high-grade condition. Coins that retain sharp detail and original mint luster are especially valuable, offering both a rewarding collectible experience and a tangible connection to a pivotal figure in American history and science. As collectors, educators, and enthusiasts encounter the Dr. Sally Ride Quarter through exhibitions, videos, and discussions, its recognition and appreciation continue to grow. What may have been overlooked as simple currency is now celebrated as a miniature monument, carrying the story of exploration, achievement, and inspiration wherever it circulates. Holding the coin today is like holding a fragment of history and human ambition in your hand. The astronaut imagery, spacecraft details, and artistic design combine to create a tangible connection to Dr. Ride's journey and to the broader narrative of space exploration. It allows collectors to engage personally with a story of courage, intellect, and vision. The coin demonstrates that value in numismatics is multidimensional. Its significance resides not only in rarity or mint figures but in narrative depth, artistic execution, and emotional resonance. The Dr. Sally Ride Quarter embodies all these qualities, offering a meaningful and inspiring addition to any collection. It highlights the importance of symbolism in coin design. The astronaut, spacecraft, and motifs communicate the pursuit of knowledge, courage, and achievement, demonstrating the capacity of coins to educate, inspire, and preserve legacy in a tangible form. Over the years, the Dr. Sally Ride Quarter will continue to be celebrated not only for its design but for the story it represents, the pioneering spirit of a woman who expanded the horizons of possibility. Its presence in collections ensures that her legacy and the story of women in space remain visible, appreciated, and inspirational for generations to come. this coin invites contemplation on human curiosity, ambition, and courage. By immortalizing Dr. Sally Ride on a quarter, the United States Mint has provided collectors with a small but powerful reminder that the pursuit of knowledge, the courage to explore, and the determination to break barriers can leave a lasting impact on the world. T also encourages collectors to consider the broader purpose of coinage. Every element of the design carries meaning beyond monetary value, illustrating how coins can honor achievement, preserve history, and inspire reflection across time. Now, as we reach the culmination of this exploration, we arrive at the moment every collector eagerly anticipates. For exceptional examples of the United States of America Washington quarter dollar honoring Dr. Sally Ride from 2022, the value can reach $14,000. If you have this coin or any other coin you are curious about, comment below and share your collection so the channel can help you learn more about them. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more storytelling journeys into remarkable coins, and don't forget to like this video so more collectors can discover the hidden history waiting quietly in their own change. Let us embark on a journey back in time to a monumental era in American history, encapsulated in a single, striking coin. This is the United States of America Washington quarter dollar, commemorating the bicentennial years, 1776 to 1976. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary piece of currency, quietly circulating in wallets, coin jars, and cash registers, yet within its metallic form lies a story of independence, resilience, and national pride. This coin is more than its monetary value. It is a miniature monument celebrating 2 centuries of American freedom and achievement. The 1776 to 1976 Washington quarter was minted as part of a special commemorative initiative to celebrate the nation's bicentennial. By placing this milestone on a quarter, the United States Mint offered both a practical currency and a symbolic object, allowing citizens to carry a piece of national heritage in their hands. This coin captures the spirit of the American Revolution and the journey of the United States across 200 years of history. On the obverse, the familiar portrait of George Washington commands attention, composed and dignified. His image serves as a bridge between the revolutionary past and modern America, linking the ideals of liberty and leadership with the achievements of a nation 2 centuries strong. Washington's expression communicates both authority and vision, reminding collectors and citizens alike of the principles upon which the United States was founded. Turning the coin over reveals a design that immediately conveys historical and patriotic significance. The reverse features a striking motif that commemorates the nation's bicentennial, a colonial drummer alongside a torch-bearing eagle, symbolizing liberty, vigilance, and the ongoing quest for freedom. This imagery is carefully crafted to evoke the Revolutionary War era while celebrating the progress and resilience of the American people. Every detail, from the folds of the colonial uniform to the feathers of the eagle, tells a story of commitment, courage, and national identity. The history commemorated by this coin is immense. The year 1776 marked the signing of the Declaration of Independence, when 13 colonies boldly asserted their right to self-determination and freedom from British rule. The revolutionary struggle that followed was fraught with uncertainty, sacrifice, and immense courage. By 1976, the United States had evolved into a nation of unprecedented diversity, strength, and global influence. The bicentennial quarter captures this remarkable journey, reminding citizens of the enduring legacy of liberty. When the bicentennial quarter entered circulation, it carried more than monetary value. It carried a narrative, a story of a people united in the pursuit of freedom. Many may have seen it as ordinary change, yet for collectors, historians, and patriots, it became a tangible connection to 2 centuries of national history. It transformed a daily object into a portable celebration of identity, achievement, and unity. Collectors immediately recognized the appeal of the bicentennial quarter. Coins that commemorate milestones resonate because they combine aesthetic beauty with historical meaning. The 1776 to 1976 quarter is no exception. It appeals not only to numismatists but also to students, educators, and anyone interested in history, serving as both a collectible and a teaching tool, capturing the essence of a nation at a pivotal moment. condition is paramount in determining the coin's value. Uncirculated or proof examples retain sharp details in Washington's portrait and in the reverse design's eagle, drum, and torch. Original mint luster enhances the relief, bringing depth, contrast, and vibrancy to the coin. Those preserved in this condition are highly prized, offering both visual appeal and a tangible connection to the bicentennial celebration. Although millions of these coins were minted, only a fraction survive in pristine, uncirculated condition. Circulation naturally softens detail, diminishes luster, and reduces visual impact. Collectors value coins that preserve the artistry and historical narrative as intended, making well-preserved bicentennial quarters particularly sought-after examples. Over time, the 1776 to 1976 quarter has become more than currency. It is a historical artifact, an artistic achievement, and a miniature monument to national identity. Its symbolism goes beyond aesthetics, reminding holders of the sacrifices, struggles, and triumphs that defined the United States over 200 years. It bridges past and present, connecting ordinary citizens with extraordinary history. For history enthusiasts, this coin offers a tangible entry point into the Revolutionary era, the formation of the United States, and the growth of a nation committed to democratic ideals. It sparks curiosity about colonial life, military history, and the enduring legacy of leaders like George Washington, encouraging reflection on the values that continue to shape the nation. For investors, the bicentennial quarter represents a combination of historical significance, visual appeal, and scarcity in high-grade condition. Coins that retain original detail and mint luster are particularly valuable, offering both collectible satisfaction and a tangible connection to American history. Emotion is central to the coin's appeal. The depiction of Washington and the revolutionary symbols evokes pride, patriotism, and reflection. The coin communicates that even a small object can carry immense historical and cultural meaning, turning everyday currency into a tool for education and national remembrance. As collectors, educators, and enthusiasts encounter the bicentennial quarter, its recognition continues to grow. What was once merely a medium of exchange now functions as a miniature monument, a piece of living history circulating among the people it celebrates. Holding the coin today is like holding a fragment of national memory. The eagle, the torch, the drummer, and Washington's portrait combine to create a palpable sense of continuity and identity. It allows collectors to engage with history, patriotism, and artistry on a personal level. The coin demonstrates that value in numismatics is multidimensional. Its worth is measured not only in rarity or condition but also in historical significance, craftsmanship, and emotional resonance. The 1776 to 1976 quarter embodies these qualities, offering a meaningful and inspiring addition to any collection. It emphasizes the importance of symbolism in coin design. The eagle, torch, and colonial drummer communicate courage, vigilance, and liberty, illustrating how coins can preserve narratives, values, and heritage in tangible form. Over the years, the bicentennial quarter has become celebrated not only for its design but for the story it represents: 2 centuries of struggle, achievement, and national identity. Its presence in collections ensures that this historical milestone remains remembered, appreciated, and shared with future generations. This coin invites contemplation on courage, leadership, and the pursuit of liberty. By immortalizing both Washington and the bicentennial era on a quarter, the United States Mint has provided collectors with a small yet powerful reminder that the ideals of freedom, justice, and perseverance continue to guide the nation. It also encourages collectors to reflect on the broader purpose of coinage. Every element, the portrait, the symbols, the composition, carries meaning beyond monetary value, showing how coins can educate, inspire, and preserve collective memory. Now, as we reach the culmination of this historical exploration, we arrive at the moment every collector anticipates. For exceptional examples of the United States of America Washington quarter dollar commemorating 1776 to 1976, the value can reach $53,000. If you have this coin or any other coin you are curious about, comment below and share your collection so the channel can help you learn more about them. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more storytelling journeys into remarkable coins, And don't forget to like this video so more collectors can discover the hidden history waiting quietly in their own change.